Yik Yak. Ryan, what's up?
Oh, hey, man, zip zoppity boo. I just wanted to know, have you drugged any women recently, and what were the results?
Is this Professor Bill Cosby?
It doesn't work if you can't see his Skype icon.
Skype icon was set to Bill Cosby. God damn it.
I like it. He's just like looking for scientific results, though. He's just like,
Please report your findings.
yeah. Can you please show your work when you drug the women and you write it in the paper? Make sure you lose Chicago MLA notation.
Remember, it must be a double-blind, peer-reviewed study as the gold standard. Was it Rohypnol or the GHBs?
Ryan, both me and you, our Bill Cosby is like old prospector. Like, well, I do hope this mine shaft pans out, because if not, we're in a heap of trouble.
Yeah, well, I came all the way out west out here with the GHBs. Hold on, wait. Caller, you're on the air.
Well, zippity goddamn bop. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you
That's it.
what.
Cut it right there. Just cut it at zippity goddamn bop. Yeah.
Let's pick a title. I guess the title's over at showbot.tv.
Showbot.
Whoa, I have a very old one. It says, showbot.tv. I'm looking at an old copy where it says, fuck me silly customer support line.
That's the wrong page.
Yik yakking the system. Attic door. Yik yakety yak, don't come back. Yik yak attack. Black people are magic or not? Spike Lee's nuts. Today I learned the internet is idiots. A sad face, a wet emoji, and a finger.
I kind of feel like that might be my favorite.
Oh. Caller, you're on the air.
Well, I'm just saying this should just be the zippity bop with the yik yak in the system.
Yeah.
At some point, you got to realize you're just getting less and less mileage on that.
Yeah. You got to have another note besides zippity bop.
Yeah. Tell Amy Poehler.
Whoa.
Hot takes.
Ow.
Shots fired.
I just don't like it when the show gets political.
Caller, you're on.
The attic door is a sometimes position.
What?
A Cookie Monster?
What? Oh. You got any goom? Yik yak brick slap. So a sad face, a wet emoji, and a finger? Or is
That's my favorite.
I don't know if that's too long to be a title. If it's not, then let's do that.
I mean,
What's too long to be a title, really?
Yeah.
I mean, we can find out. Caller, you're on. What's up?
What the goddamn who the Jesus zippity bop dop goddamn shit?
By the way, and this is an open, not a challenge, but an invitation. If anybody ever wants to just call in the show and only, without context, do old prospector cursing, like just an old prospector who stubbed his toe, like just a string of like, well, I'll be cotton picking motherfucker, and then just hang up all day. You will be the best people ever if you just if you do that. If you just want to contribute to the show and you don't want to make a big point, you don't want to be funny, but you can think of 4 curse words to say in an old prospector voice, we are very happy to have you.
Now, when you say 4 curse words in an old prospector voice, I know a bunch of people are like, "Oh, I know 4 curse words and I can sound like an old prospector." But you're wanting it to be prospector curse words, right?
Yeah. Cursing does not mean vulgar language necessarily.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just like, oh, Satan's testicle, does that ever hurt?
Yeah. Well, by the rabbit's foot of Saint Josiah, I swear. And then just hang up.
Yeah, let's give it a try. We have a
I
caller
feel
on
like
the
Scott
line.
Johnson will be on the line shortly.
Oh my gosh. Caller, you're on.
Well, I just wanted to say that shit. What? I got a bunch of roofies. Why ain't you motherfuckers zippity boppity?
See, now, don't do what Mega Vortex is doing. Mega Vortex is like he's saying a sentence.
I don't know. Third Reich and you're out is pretty good.
Is that not like a thing already?
3 Reichs, you're out.
Fantastic.
Ah.
3 Reichs make a left.
Hey, look, I'm not saying 3 Reichs don't make a wrong.
Oh, shoot. Veronica Belmont's Cosmo article.
There's
I
a
never read it.
Diamond Club in it.
What?
Yes, did you guys
Oh,
not
dude,
see
there
this?
it is. In Cosmo.
Yes.
Dude, that is awesome.
Dude, by the way, there's a little article down
Is
there.
somebody
about
pooping out their
vaginal
rat
odors
hole?
You should put on your radar.
Say it again.
Keep scrolling. There we go. Up. 6 vaginal odors you should put on your radar.
Oh man.
Listen, man, you got a radar. You got to put them odors on there. Else
Caller.
You're going to pay the
You're,
pipe.
you're, oh, of course it's a gallery. So you got to go through, look at the photos.
Musky.
Musky.
No.
Fishy. These are my favorite dwarves.
Put them on the radar.
Bleachy.
Lychee. Oh.
Yeasty.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Brian. I feel
talk
like with each one, we have to do like the Family Feud, like we didn't get
Oh,
it.
here we go. Here we go. Here we go. According to Cosmopolitan Magazine, we got a list of the 6 top vaginal odors to put on your radar. Showing first up, we got musky,
Musky.
bing, fishy,
Fishy.
bing,
Bleachy.
bing,
Yeasty.
bing,
Tinny.
And the number 1 most popular answer is ding,
Sweet.
Caller, you're on. What's up?
Well, I'll be damned if I weren't angrier than a raccoon on a hot summer day.
It takes
We're getting there.
Bit of a
We
warm
got a
up.
piece of it. He fouled it off.
Bit of a warm up. You got to get started. Is there any post show stuff we need to do?
Unless we want to get back to Lincoln Express.
Yeah, I feel like we should at least look at it ahead of time and figure out a stopping point. Unless you just want to dive in, you want to give it a try.
Let me think if I will be here next week.
Hold on, we have an important call. Caller, you're on the air.
Yeah, I'm calling in to respond to the last caller who talked about squirrels being angry on a hot summer day. My name is Gerald. I am a squirrel, and I love hot summer days. I just want to put that out there.
Not your squirrel.
Not your squirrel, not your summer day.
Not all squirrels.
Not yes, all squirrels.
Yeah, all right. So I'll be here next week. Let's officially say
Next week we'll
Lincoln
dive in.
Express begins
Maybe,
next
maybe we'll even do it in the pre-show, like when we'll
Yes,
come
all
to it
these
fresh.
nuts.
week. Yes, these nuts.
It's actually about ethics and nuts burrowing.
You and your hot day warriors.
All right, man. I don't know what else to do. I think we're done. Unless we want to break down this video.
finished the internet.
Yeah. Well, we got to the end.
Yeah.
Unless you want to take a look at this.
It's kind of too avant-garde for a video breakdown.
I know it's almost I mean, it's in that uncanny valley, right? Where but it's so far ahead of its time.
Oh, that's just craft work. Okay.
1977. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is uncanny valley. This is too good.
I'd be down for a video breakdown. Like, we just need a good video break. You know what I feel like we could do? Because we've always done 80s videos. I feel like we're now just further enough. We're far enough along that we could do like an early 90s video.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
almost
I
feel
thought
like,
we
like,
did.
we could do like Today is the Greatest or something like by
Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, well, we did Meatloaf. That was early 90s.
We did.
Anything for
that
Love.
was one of our best. Yeah.
Somebody wrote Blink Melon. I think they meant Blind Melon. Tonight. Yeah, again, that's
No, tonight's actually like good. Like that's like artistic. Like
yeah.
Today was just literally like them just being so 90s it hurt.
God. Look at that hair.
This is Tim and Eric.
Joke.
Yeah.
I remember when I was just a little boy. The future seemed so out of reach. So many things I wanted to enjoy. So many things they couldn't teach. Some hair upon my lips and on my chin.
I'm like believing it though. I'm looking at this. I'm like, yeah, I lived during that time.
What I need is a goatee. That's all I need is a goatee. Is all I need.
This one's perfect. It's a classico.
It's almost like a swimmer's head. You'll see a lot of Olympians use this structure with the bald, but just a little bit of grace, a little bit of style.
There's no need for hair. This is where it is. Perfect. Oh.
Someone says, "Who's talking?" This is where language comes from. This is very unorthodox here. Nothing here is bald.
Now, if you walked into a room like this, you'd be like, "Oh, that's a regular goatee." Move it across. No, it's unique.
It's projecting an image of I take my body seriously, but I'm very strange. I might be into the devil.
Exotic, Polynesian, beautiful.
I need a goatee. That's all I need is a goatee. All I need.
I'd like something that would hug the top of my lip tight, and this would extend out in a bush formation. And that would be my dream.
I don't really go oh high. I don't want it fanning out, so it's a beard.
So, have you guys ever tried to grow a goatee?
Yeah, we've tried.
See, Brian, somebody's commenting on your facial hair.
Give it to me. Where's my goatee? I need a goatee. Give me a goatee. Oh, yeah.
They used to open for Bryan Adams, right?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I overheard yesterday to walk in, give a tour, show everything you got in the office, and give your...
No, you don't have to do that. Just act normally.
John Mugar was a nightmare.
Man, Tim and Eric.
So wait, that's exclusive to that channel?
To Jash? Yeah, I guess so. They're doing this web video stuff.
Tim and Eric are like a part of the Jash team. It's
Got
like
it.
a comedy team, sort of. It's them and Michael Cera and Sarah Silverman.
Damn.
Wow. It's fucking
Get it.
Avengers.
Oh, jeez.
Well, here, I mean, has anybody got a music video?
Yeah, it's called New Toast.
New Toast?
I got a story for you guys to flesh out. I was inspired earlier.
What? Wait.
It's a short story.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
You were talking about having nickels thrown at you.
Yeah.
I was like, it could be kind of like The Giver, and like it has like some surprise. It's one of those 70s short stories, like short story from the 70s where you're like,
Like a
oh,
twist
there's-
ending.
Yeah, twist ending.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, oh, you know, you have these artists and there's a big lottery and you really hope that you get picked for the lottery, and then basically the person who wins goes down in an arena and everybody tosses nickels at them, and then they get to keep all the nickels if they live.
That's you've just accurately described all three of our fucking lives.
I know.
I don't.
Yeah, it's like the Black Mirror episode about us.
Yeah.
They're like actually physically getting pelted by nickels by an arena full of people just lobbing them at you. It's really kind of funny.
We're like, oh, the sweetest bruises.
Yeah. But like, can you withstand like 3,000 nickels being tossed on your head?
Shit. Somebody's suggesting the butterfly video by Crazy Town.
You know, I was thinking about that one. Let me do butter. Let me find it. You know where that sample comes from in there, right?
No.
Oh.
Do I?
Not available in our country.
So change your country.
Crazy Town Butterfly.
You need the Ola extension.
No, there's no there's no actual video for whatever reason.
Wait, really?
Well, maybe this one. This one looks like a bootleg upload. Man, trading in WMVs. Got them WMVs. Quick time.
Got them real tops.
We have real tops. No, this is not the actual video.
Wait, really? Like the actual video for Butterfly does not exist on the internet?
According to my sources.
What in the hot hell?
Yeah, look at that shit. That's
all right. Well, listen, motherfuckers on the internet, like,
What about that second one?
come on, this can't stand. This aggression cannot stand, man.
Mexican Spanish subtitles.
Oh, here we go.
That loop is from Pretty Little Ditty on Red Hot Chili Peppers. I believe it was Mother's Milk was the album.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, it's actually a gorgeous little song. Hold on, let me just for the context. And in fact, that's Flea playing the trumpet on there. Or you might know him from the Back to the Future series as Needles. Did you know? Okay, you saw Back to the Future, right, Bonnie? Remember Needles kept harassing poor Marty McFly. That was Flea. Yeah, we'll jump forward. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, what are you, chicken?
All right, can we watch like
What's that?
Let's watch it. Let's make fun of the video.
Oh, there you go. That's the part right there. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's look up crazy horse shit.
Come, my lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby. Come, my lady, come, my lady.
This is around.
Wait, all right, hold on. Wait a minute. Pause it.
Ven mi nena. Ven mi nena.
Yes.
Sexy,
so-
sexy. Inda chica.
So I love the fact here. Go back just a little bit for that first shot. So number one, they're going for this whole Fern Gully fucking bit.
Yeah, but man, we're gonna make it macho as fuck. It's the early 2000s.
Exactly, but he's like aggro rave fuck, and homeboy who's also in the band but is probably just the producer, can't commit to taking his shirt off like the rest of the band, so he's wearing a Dare shirt.
Yeah, but I'm only wearing it ironically because I actually do drugs.
Yeah, because we do a lot of drugs.
Yeah, man. Isn't it funny, man? I'm wearing a shirt saying "Don't do drugs." Oh shit! Hold on. I gotta real quick ask Bonnie. I don't know if I have permission to talk about this. The bucket list bomb that your mom dropped. Can we talk about this? All right, we don't have to talk about it.
Are we gonna assume it's about a tongue ring?
Sugar baby.
Like, she apparently regrets having gone to see Janis Joplin in the 60s when she was here at UT and wondering what that smell was and not realizing everybody was smoking pot except for her.
and well, okay, specifically, she said, yeah, or I think there was some mention of going to a vacation in Colorado. And she was like, and you're like, plus also marijuana's legal there. And then there's this kind of like, brr, and she goes like, it's on my bucket list.
I gotta tell you, my mom is so great right now. Like, I'm in a really good place with my mom.
She does not give a fuck.
I know. I don't want to.
Awesome.
I don't want to see that.
Also,
I don't want to see
was
that.
your mom that was making the pot jokes at the brunch that I was at?
Yeah, she's been dropping some hints. Like, you know.
I think she's like.
No, she was like because I guess your mom and your dad like had just gone like to some like lighthouse or something, or was like they went on a hike that was like up on top of a hill.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we got really high last
That's
night.
Right. That's right.
And I thought it was just a hilarious joke, but apparently this is wanting to get out.
Man,
I think this is a mission from God.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. I love it now that everything's coming legal, right? Like now, everyone's just like. I mean, like it's like I had the same thing. Like like I smoked pot in college. I did not smoke pot for the majority of my adult life post college.
Right.
Like, true fact, I bought an eighth the last day that I was in Syracuse, and then I moved to New York, and that eighth lasted for a year and a half. It was literally just people coming to my house that would want to smoke pot, and I would have some fucking really old ass pot.
That was your courtesy pot.
It was just like, I mean, like, hey, we got some beer, we got some water. If you want to get high, you can get high. Whatever. Fucking like, it was just a thing. So it was only once like I was here in California. My brother was out here for an Outkast concert. It's like, I guess we could get weed. I mean, like, it's legal out here. Like, that it was like even a thing. And I feel like now it's like the nation is going through this, like, I mean, if it ain't illegal, like, kind of like awakening, including your mom.
Yeah.
I tell you, I think your mom is like I think she's on a mission. She's like, I'm just gonna keep dropping hints until someone steps the fuck up and gets me some fucking
I'm not
weed.
gonna be there. I don't want to see that. It'll be just like.
It could be amazing. I
Like,
want to hang out with your mom high
yeah,
so bad.
you
That
know
would be.
what?
She would be amazing. Bonnie doesn't even have words. Just this.
Back to Crazy Town. Back to Crazy
Town. All right.
I ain't gonna lie, 'cause your loving gets me high. So to keep you by my side, there's nothing that I won't try. Butterflies in the eyes and
By the way, what
There's
kind
nothing
of,
that I won't try.
Fucking is
butterflies in the eyes.
Shock.
Well, I love the fact that he's coming out hardcore for like, I will try literally fucking anything, including butterflies. I will try to make
your
butterflies
eyes.
awesome. This is the fucking most metal representation of butterflies ever.
Also, by the way, imagine that they're actually just like stalking the forest, right? Like you just come upon a bunch of random fucking like aggro ravers in the forest. You're like, fuck, get away.
In my mind, they're all like, hey, bro, I hear that if you crush up butterflies and snort them, you get wicked fucked up. And so they're all just blown out of their fucking mind. We're like, ain't nothing I won't try. Give me fucking butterflies.
Hey, by the way, no, go to the YouTube, go to the smaller screen for Leon's sake.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, got it.
I also like the fact that it goes like the close up of him, like it's like there's nothing that I won't try.
Oh shit! Here, hold on. Let me get you to act it out just so we can see it. Here we go.
That's how you know he's serious.
I mean, it's just like, I guess like outside of the context, like I am positive that, I mean, like I knew girls who went to raves. Like this was of my era. I knew girls that found this dude sexually attractive. Now he just seems like such like a glue sniffing weirdo who's like wandering around a fucking a knockoff Van Gogh painting, hitting on some random girl whose father was probably incarcerated when she was young.
Can I confess something that like actually one of the most positive memories I have of touring is directly with this. I think it was like my second or third year in. I was coming into town to do a NACA on the West Coast, and I had a gig in the area, a couple of gigs. So I was renting a car for like 5 whole days, and I went all out, and I got like a Kia Sportage. Yeah, which had room to put all my gear in the back, and this song was on the radio because the radio was a thing at the turn of the century. And I remember like, oh my God, look at me. I'm driving around in L.A. listening to that song that uses a sample from another song I liked 10 years previous. Man, I've really made it. Look at me, 26 and on top of the world. Oh, good. Sugar Ray's on next.
All right, hold on, wait a minute. How 90s is the Dare shirt guy? Like name me all the 90s elements.
Well,
Here and go a little forward so you can see. I feel like I spotted like 6 90s elements. Like,
well, by the way, let me remind you, this came out in the 2000s.
Was it? Was it 2000?
Yeah, dude, it was like
yeah, he's being retro.
2002 or 3 or
That's
whatever.
the 90s. The first 3 years of the new decade are the old decade, in the way that 90 to 93 were the 80s. 2000 to 2003 were the 90s.
Dude, 90 to 93 weren't the 80s because that was Nirvana and Smashing Pumpkins and all that stuff. I disagree.
There's overlap. You still see the 80s around.
There's evolving, yes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'm distracted by is how much like that drum beat in the background.
People are saying it was released 99.
Oh, 99. Oh, snap. The guy, okay, that loop in the background, that drum is almost certainly like just a mixed drum loop, but they hire some session drummer, or I guess the guys in the band, I don't know, but like he's trying to sell the shit out of this dead simple beat.
Oh, dude, he's trying to be Chad Smith.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Look. Slap. Slap. Selling this beat, definitely not a loop from GarageBand.
Hold on, wait. That dude in the Dare shirt, I think I spotted ironic t-shirt.
Yep.
Ironic
soul
80s
patch.
t-shirt.
Soul patch.
And a hemp necklace.
Poofed up hair too. Mascara.
Yep.
Dude, there's mascara and there's the hemp necklace.
Oh, jeez. Oh, special effects. Fern Gully style.
It's your penis.
Oh, dude, this is like a Chris Angel Cream Dream moment where he's like, and then I look up and open my arms and my tattoos come alive.
Pretend to be Jesus.
I feel like it's gotta be like he's like you knock.
Nigel, I just don't know about this. You know, you have a man. He's standing there. He has. You just have him with abs and.
Slimes. You gotta understand. It's huge. The Super Friends were huge, and everybody's remembering. There's the Native American fellow.
We're in 1999. It's 30 years ago with the Super Friends.
Name. Symes.
This man looks like some sort of rapist, and he has superpowers now. He's going to terrify the women.
Symes, name 7 videos in which tattoos come alive. Go. I'm listening.
I can't
name
any
just 7.
of them.
Only 7. Just name 7, and then you'll win.
I mean,
you can't do it. You can't do it.
I have to think there's a reason that they don't, right? It's scary when somebody who's scary to begin with is now launching missiles from their skin.
Symes, he's so strong and powerful. Look at him. His love of butterflies has never been rivaled. Look at the power. Behold!
Oh my God! He's just, number one.
Shit, it brings her to tears.
About it, by the way.
Symes, the power of the floating tattoos brings tears to hers and my eyes. And the rave. Imagine. Can you imagine?
Wait a minute. Fuck Nigel and Simon. Did they really have somebody crying about the beauty of the tattoos?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Those stars are still going up, Justin.
Soar, stars. Soar. Stars are very popular. And then they vividly have graphic sex in the middle of the video, Symes. It's going to be amazing. Full penetration.
I just don't know. I mean, Nigel, it's just a bit much. I mean, like, number one, are we gonna keep this fuzzy lens the entire video?
Symes, that may be a fact that I downloaded this bootleg from a Napster site. It was labeled as an MP3, but then when I downloaded it, I realized it was a WMV. It's all about the WMVs now.
I mean, I hear the kids screaming, got them WMV. I mean, that makes sense.
What's happening now? I see the sun breaking down into dark clouds and a vision of you standing out in the crowd. So,
by the way, hold on, wait. Go to the point on a vision of you. How accusatory the vision of you is.
A vision of you, and she's like, yes, me. I am me. Yes, I am me.
Standing out in the field.
Not since Uncle Sam has somebody pointed at the audience with such purpose.
Sell that beat.
Boy, the Dare shirt is still just like, no, I'm still in my Dare shirt.
Well, no, but he transforms. He's just like, fuck my Dare shirt. I'm into stars now.
Oh,
Psych,
no,
I'm back to Dare.
It's another wayfish white guy with black hair.
Oh, Jesus, those are different guys?
Yeah.
Oh. Man, how'd you like that dude like getting laid backstage and you're like, oh, I thought you were the guy with the Dare shirt. I'm like, I'm close enough, right? I got this star shirt.
Dude, how much do you think Homeboy was wearing the Dare shirt out on tour just so everybody knows it's him?
Hey, sugar mama, come and dance with me. The smartest thing you ever did was take a chance with me. Whatever tickles your fancy.
I took my shirt off.
He rhymed the word me with me.
Oh my God. Like if anything has ever screamed executive's cousin, right?
Oh, jeez.
Girls, me and you like Sid and Nancy. So sexy, almost evil. Talking about.
Whoa. Meiosis.
What just happened? That was an unfortunate. How did this?
Tom nailed it. It's mitosis. It's slutular mitosis.
Well, okay, but there's like an unfortunate body posture that creates like weird.
So sexy, almost evil.
Like that's not the most attractive. If I'm either of those models.
when you have no ass, sometimes you have to sacrifice pregnant belly for ass.
Right?
Talking about butterflies in my head. I used to think that at the endings were only in the books I read, but you made me feel alive when I was almost dead. You feel that?
God damn. The lyrics of this thing are so shitty.
Just read them in Spanish on the subtitles.
Oh, white girl dreadlocks. Who's had the bonus multiplier for the white girl
fuck,
dreads?
90s bonus. Dude, unlocked. 90s bonus multiplier, white girl dreadlocks.
I used to chase, and as far as I can see, it don't get better than this. So, Butterfly, here is a song, and it's sealed with a kiss.
Oh, shit. Fucking gold glitter fingernails.
Oh. Is this the most 90s video of all time?
Yeah.
By the way,
I guess so.
Show bit.
By the way, I think you're right in that decades hit critical mass right before they fold. They're like stars that collapse in on themselves, right? Like 1999, shit got much like the stars on the chest of our top naked lead singer. Yeah, it's then the decade collapses in on itself and becomes a brown dwarf.
What was the aughts? What was the aughts that ate it up?
Well, I guess if you want to know what the aughts are, you have to turn to 2009, right? Because that would be just before it collapsed in on itself. I think we're still too close to it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like
we're getting on the edge of us knowing, right?
Oh yeah, no. We are now, because we are now midway through. There's different phases. Okay, first there becomes the retro craze, where it's like, oh my God, it's been long enough since 2001 that we can like Sugar Ray again or whatever, right? And they play it at all the clubs, and then it's like, oh my God, I remember there was a way we dressed that used to be that way. Then that becomes a parody, and then it becomes amplified, and then we grok. You know, somewhere around 2016.
I saw a Twitter post that was like, I used to think all the other decades dress weird, and we just dressed normal here in the 90s. And then they had like a still frame from Clarissa Explains It All, where like they're both in like multicolored dungaree, outfits, like big floppy hats.
Oh, by the way,
I tell you, I held on to this one jacket.
Oh, you still have it? You want to go get it?
I still have it. I feel like I should. Is the only?
It's a
I feel
Peanuts
like everything...
jean jacket.
No,
not that one.
The other one.
Oh no, okay. It's got leopard print and jean jacket. It's a leopard print jean jacket
and leather, and like I was like, dude, I think this is the year. Acid wash jeans, and then. I'm sorry, but we'll never bring back the padded shoulders ever again.
Oh,
so they
you
took
say
away.
that.
Yeah.
Never say never.
Never say never.
Padded
But I
shoulders,
think
I feel like are closer to coming back now than ever.
Oh shit! Waffleophagus nailed it. 2009 is the poker face video. That is the aughts. That's critical mass before it collapsed in on itself.
Yeah, I guess we're still at the end of. But what was the beginning? Like, what was the hip thing that we were like, oh, thank God this came around.
Oh, fucking
to save us
chrome,
from
shiny shit. Shiny shit was. By the way, everyone giving me shit. Look, I explained I have a condition. It's called liking Sugar Ray is my secret shame. I always have liked it and always will.
Oh wait, people give you shit for liking Sugar Ray?
Yeah, well, half of them were like, "Hey, man, when did we ever stop liking them?" And then Jackie was like, "When did we ever start liking them?" And the answer is, for me, it is a static universe in which I always have and always will adore them.
By the 2009-2010 seasons, shoulder pads had made their way back into the mainstream market. This from the New York Daily News.
What?
In 2010, many retailers like Walmart had shoulder pads on at least half of all women's tops and blouses.
However,
that's Walmart.
We have a scathing rebuttal of that from Crazy Town.
There's something completely unnecessary DJ scratching. That's so fucking. That's so 90s. They're just like, it was that oh, we're Limp Bizkit. We have a DJ because we can make the.
Oh, well, that's also like Incubus was like at the chief of that, right? They do that whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there song, and they just had like the whole thing was just like a rock ballad, except it just had that one, you know.
I mean, Incubus might be the highest the art form got for whatever you want to read into that, right?
Yeah.
Like Incubus songs, I feel like you could still look at and deconstruct as like pop ballads and enjoy. Like, this is shit right here. Like, this is almost predatory.
Yeah, dude, I'm done.
Women who didn't have
I
strong
think I'm
pop
just
fingers.
bored at this point. That's the big crime.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that I just pressed stop, and in a random coincidence, I overhear Siri from the other side of the room saying, "I didn't quite get that." Truer words were never spoken, Siri.
Right there with you, Siri.
Well done.
By the way, Ashley is saying we should do Black Hole Sun, and then I'm like, no, but Black Hole Sun is awesome. But then I'm like, fuck, we might be.
It's not
It might,
awesome.
yeah.
It's not
Where
awesome.
my
No.
bias is just too
it's
strong.
It's a
'cause
shitty
I
video
fucking love Black Hole Sun.
and an overly simplistic song.
No, the video with the like.
Yeah, no, they discovered Kai's power tools and they used goo to stretch shit around. That was real novel in 1994.
I don't know, but in 2000, in the aughts, I guess, would dubstep fall in that?
Oh, dude.
Oh, this is all fucking video toaster.
That's what I'm saying. There it is. There it is. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like you went to a stoner's fucking dorm room and he's like, "Hey, look at this. Whoa.
Look what I can do. I can make the mouse go crazy."
This is my theory about art, though, is that the first person to figure out something that looks like a lot of work and makes it not a lot of work,
Yeah.
so they can crank it out and be like, "Look at all this work I did," and
Yeah.
then secretly they're like, "Oh, now I can get high." Well, it's like that's how people make this stuff happen.
Yeah, this shit. Hey, do you have the same disease I have where every time I see an animal in anything more than 10 years old, I think that animal is dead now?
No,
No.
but now I
No,
do.
I
Like every I'm like that cow, that lamb is dead. I can't help it. It's a knee jerk thing. That fish is dead. That
Why
fish
would you?
is dead.
Well, it's obviously.
I don't have that,
migraine.
but I have that when I look at pictures of my grandparents and my dad.
Oh God damn!
Oh. I was like,
went there.
Oh Jesus! Oh, the invert tool.
I'm like, the era though. Like, this was really good.
Do not become this fucking apologist. I cringe at seeing you talk this way.
Oh no, Brian, I have to. I feel like you should like cut to me and like my face is like
And it begins.
I'm like one of the affected people by the Joker serum. Like I'm just like, no, I'm in it. I love it. It's great. It's fucking Soundgarden. It's
Look, John, you can just admit that it hasn't aged well.
listen, it's in my blind spot. Like this is too close to my formative musical sense and music video appreciation for me to not see the brilliance in it. And I'm not saying that it does have brilliance. I'm saying that it's what I see in it. I mean, here's all I will say for this video. It's like it knows what it's doing, right? Like at least like all the characters that are portrayed like are still what they want them to be.
Yes, I will say that it is a sort of a bit of a satire against whitewashed, white bread, small community, and it spoke to, as the grunge movement did, to this suburban angst, in that it makes this kind of hideous, and you know, it's a bit trite to, yeah, hey, the song's in a minor key, so which makes you feel off kilter, so let's make the video off kilter, you know.
Let's burn a Barbie.
Yeah. Also,
Barbie's on the Barbie.
Oh, look at that CGI. Holy shit.
That's not CGI.
No. The black hole sun.
Oh,
The
yeah.
black hole that's erupting.
Dude, that. I mean, it was. These were.
No, number one, there is better visualization of the black hole sun on fucking iTunes renderings of your music right now.
Yeah. Yes. Although that is some nice CGI forked tongue.
She's after that elusive get high butterfly.
Well, it's a little bit what you're saying, Bonnie, of like whoever's the first one to do something, everybody freaks out about.
Yeah.
And then later it becomes a cliche. They were saying that in that book, Brian, in How Star Wars Conquered the Universe, that Lucas's first student film is filled with student film cliches, but they weren't cliches when he made it.
Yes, although if you see, I actually think that his student film, you're talking about the original THX short?
Yeah, 1138.
No. He's saying the first student film he did, which was like the montage of images and like question marks.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No,
right. That's right. It was all collage, right?
Yeah,
just,
and then
just
it's like
clip art.
the end question mark,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is like the
Yeah.
ultimate student video cliche.
I'll tell you what's amazing. Like, I think the short film THX holds up and is even better than the stuff. It holds up because he used so many analog audio manipulation
Better than the
techniques.
feature-length one, you mean?
Yeah, I agree. Especially since he went back and fucking Lucased the feature. Did you know this?
Do you mean at the time?
No. I mean, like in the 2000s, after Lucasing the special editions.
Oh, okay.
He Lucased THX 1138
Did he
as
put
well.
more rocks in?
Which, by the way, doesn't matter because both those fucking versions are boring as shit. THX sucks.
Oh, dude, I don't know. THX short film, I thought was.
Yeah, I don't know. The short's all right.
Yeah, it doesn't
Hey, wait, hold
overstay its
on. I
welcome.
got an idea though for a bit.
What's that?
I kind of feel like we should each pull a video that we need to defend against the
truth,
the ages of time.
Somebody holds up a mirror and says, "No, you need to look at this."
I feel like we all need to, and it's better if we don't remember the video.
Yes.
Right? It's just the one that we know that we loved, and we just got to watch it.
We should. Real quick, I want to say Ernie Klein came over to my house. He was a big trader of VHS tapes back in the scene in the 90s. And we watched both George Lucas's student film and friggin' Avatar, what's his name? James Cameron's student films. And I remember thinking at the time that George Lucas's shit aged so much better because he used these kind of timeless techniques. I mean, he's using video. The sound design is cool, but when you see James Cameron's student film, it was revolutionary at the time because he was pioneering some stop motion animation stuff that was cutting edge, but it did not age well. So like this could come out today and it would look very student filmy.
We were never.
But it's kind of haunting and creepy and timeless, right? And feels futury.
We've been the ideal.
Like all this stuff.
Because he Lucased THX 1138 back when it came out.
Yeah.
He put a new subtitle on the title even after it was done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Xenogenesis. Yes. Whereas this is James Cameron. We're all ready. It's so of the time. It feels 70s as fuck. Here it comes.
Well, now you've ruined the narrative.
Yeah, sorry. Here we go. Ah, crap. I gotta find this part. There it is.
Well, it's just like an Avatar.
So wait, was he in
They both went to
film
USC.
school
Yeah.
before he was a truck driver or after he was a truck driver?
James Cameron was a truck
Yeah, he
driver?
was a truck driver.
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I would imagine before, or he was a truck driver before. Ugh. Anyway, sorry, random observation about student films from two very different directors who transformed the art and also revealed their true selves.
And now my student. No.
Oh wait, this is so
So
brilliant.
it says, after seeing Star
I
Wars,
guess that
quit his job as a truck driver to enter the film industry. So I guess he went to film school and then washed out of the film industry and was a truck driver and then saw Star Wars and was like, yup, now I can do this shit, and became the most successful director of all time.
That's amazing.
The Hollywood Reporter Roundtable was talking about Titanic. They had the producers on, and they were talking about producing Titanic and how they basically thought it was just going to flop.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It was way over budget, and they were like, this is going to be the end of James Cameron.
It had flop stink on it. Like, I remember it being like the big, like, this is Ishtar. This is going to be the biggest flop of all time.
Did you guys watch the Red Letter Media review of Titanic?
Mm-mm.
It's
Yeah.
extraordinary. He spends 30 minutes explaining how it's the best movie ever made, and then 30 minutes explaining how it's the shittiest movie ever made.
Nice.
And he is absolutely right from
In
beginning
both.
to end. It's
That's great.
awesome.
Well, what's amazing is when he points out how similar all of the movies about the Titanic have been. Like, they're all like decades apart, have nothing to do with each other, weren't based on the same source material, and yet they kind of all have almost
They all have a boat
exactly the
sinking.
same plot.
A boat sank.
But yeah, no, it's all like this, like, it's all the class warfare stuff. It's all like, and even like very specific, like, there's somebody in love with an aristocrat, but they don't love them back, and like they fall in love with somebody else, like, kind of stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, that one part he does a really good montage of. Let me see if I could jump straight to it.
Into this movie, dash
Jump ball.
of romance.
It's a good thing that Bonnie
This
left
movie has
because
the
she was
ability
about to miss hearing the
There were
Blinken voice.
pretend filled with terrible and embarrassing dialogue that probably wouldn't sound good coming from any actor.
Walked about a mile around this boat deck and chewed over how great the weather's been and how I grew up, but I reckon that's not why he came to talk to me, is it?
The movie was also a cornball fest that would make Roger Corman blush. James Cameron can write utilitarian dialogue that moves the plot along.
I'll be back.
And work of viral,
all right, hold on.
which is very James Cameron, as seen in all these accompanying images from his previous films. Smokey,
here we go.
He brought out a whole bunch of new Titanic crap that no one saw. How many times can the story be told? And why are people so fascinated by it? But even in 1995, with so many previous incarnations, James Cameron went ahead.
I think
to
it's
make
later
this film.
in the
And it's a
review.
good thing too, because no one had done the story on this scale before. Other Titanic movies always had their limitations: cheap-looking miniatures, sets that kind of looked like what the ship looked like, just not at all. But Cameron set out to do something a little more epic. Using non-union Mexican slave labor, he built a near-size replica of the ship in a new studio Fox made for the movie.
Here
It was
we
in Baja.
go. Yeah, here
Yes, they are. But the point is, a lot of scripts don't even bother with tiny setups like this. When oh, there's a guy's here. The deal is,
dang it.
focus scene. The idea of the scene is very creative, though. The cinematography at sunset, the music, the emotion. All the elements of moving your audience are in play here to perfection, which is what a good movie does. Your reaction to this kind of stuff will put you in one of two categories. Brief setups avoid confusion later. The less questions people ask inside their own brains, the more they'll enjoy the film. The old car is established. Jack knowing how cool the view is at the bow of the ship is established. He may not have written the most realistic characters, but for someone who is making a
Here we go.
200
I think
million,
this is it.
that excites her vagini, Vaginal. Both names start with J. Both guys got blonde hair, and they're poor guys. Both started off at a bar in the Titanic port town. They run through the streets, and they get a ticket to Titanic that didn't originally belong to them. Then on the ship, they both realize they got shitty clothes.
What's wrong with my bloody suit?
They put on a tuxedo that doesn't belong to them, and they end up in first class. And both also have an awkward conversation with John Jacob Astor. Let's move on to Catherine Zeta-Jones's character, Isabella. She's a lady that's a little disillusioned by the show of high society. Kind of like Kate Winslet. She's in kind of a boring, loveless marriage back home in the States, but she hooks back up with someone she used to be in love with. Someone who she's not supposed to be with. And that excites her vagins. And that excites her vaginal. And I think that excited her vago. And that excites her vagini, vagini, vagina. Then in the movie, he also dies. It's a tragic love story. Why is sinking in the Atlantic Ocean so fucking romantic? Kate Winslet was also disillusioned by the socialite crowd and lifestyle, and chose the allure of forbidden love. She was supposed to marry Cliff, so the idea of running off with Jack also excited her vagal. So the idea of running off with Jack also excited her vagoon, vaginzo, valgo, vagugu, vajala, vaguna, squishbox. But despite these curious character and visual similarities, the previous Titanic movies were all infinitely more complex with the dramatic situations and characters than Cameron's flop film. There was even more shower rape, too. I mean, who didn't get raped on the Titanic by Tim Curry?
Oh, yes. They float.
Number 9, screenplay and film anal.
Oh, man, it's so good. It's such a great review.
We should get them on, man. But like, I have no idea what we would do. By the way, Brian, I just realized something about you.
Uh-oh.
Like, I've always, my entire friendship with you, you've itches in your head.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
It is a habit that came, of course, from
the spikes.
From the spikes. But now I've kept it because once I fucking style my hair, I don't want to fuck it up. Right? And so I play crane
So instead
game.
of any kind of like rake move or like.
Well, I guess now this is the longest my hair's ever or been since the turn of the century. Yeah. This
Crazy
is
town.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sort of fin de siècle long.
I continue to grow, little Andrew Maine.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I'm naming my mother.
It's so boyish.
Holy shit! I'm glad.
Don't trust the back of your head.
The like Sunday through Tuesday days are like my podcast heavy days.
Yeah.
Like I'm just very glad that my voice has survived. Like I was very afraid that it was going to die by
Are you,
tonight.
like, do you have shows? Do you worry about blowing it out? Because I mean, doing gigs and projecting that energy has fucking slayed me.
I have a whole day tomorrow where I do not have to do. I don't have to project my voice for money.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to not do that.
Yeah.
I had 2 of those today. I think I just said DTNS Monday. We did DTNS Monday, but
yep.
And then
It was memorable.
jury and no DTNS and Jurymore on Monday, and then jury and weird things on Sunday.
An extra long weird things.
Extra long weird things.
Last an extra long time.
Is that what we're doing? Is this our move?
Can you?
It's called the Yik Yak.
It's called the Yik Yak. Yeah. We are aliens
Doesn't even
from
look
the
weird for
Star
me.
Wars.
I know, like that's what I was like. I don't know if it will do anything.
I'm just saying. If you do indeed believe that this will stand, you are wrong, sir.
He says to be punished.
I do believe that the man should be remanded to his father.
Am I to understand that simply by pulling one's facial hair out to create overly sized jowls, I can sound as an erudite bag of cunts? Stuff it in your rat hole, son.
And I would say, furthermore, that I will be running for Parliament. What say you, Minister Brushwood?
I believe we should put it for a vote. If we can put it to Minister Merritt of the California Merritts.
Goodness me, Lord.
I do believe it was Jesus who said, when you're pulling jowls with your facial hair, the evening has finally come to a close.
I declare you correct, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, said, a jowl pull for a man is the end of the stream.
Hey man, one side note, just because it's been on my mind, how amazing was that response from fucking Charlie Hebdo?
Oh, the Paris March?
Well, not only that, but just the whole like, yeah, how about we forgive them?
Worldwide march. Really.
How about we forgive them and fucking print 3 million copies of a cartoon of Muhammad?
Forgive? I don't think there was any forgive.
It's on the new cover.
No, that was
on the
that
new
was
cover.
That was what the cover said. The cover
Says all is yeah.
Oh no,
it's Muhammad.
And the image is holding a Je suis Charlie sign. I read that as, oh, all you assholes have to do is hold a sign and all is forgiven.
Oh, interesting.
Because it's Charlie Hebdo.
Interesting. I didn't read it that way at all. That's fascinating because I read it as them
turning the other cheek.
Well, yeah, like fucking doubling down and just taking all that goodwill and just catalyzing it. But maybe not. Maybe it is. I don't know.
I mean,
a 6 erudite bag of cunts to put on your radar. You won't believe what happens next.
Number 3 blew my mind.
And lesbians were never the same.
And my attic door. Hashtag rat hole.
Man, I guess I should actually read the analysis of it. I just fucking looked at that casually. I was like, wow.
That's just my own impression. Like, oh, I get what they're doing. Print another, offensive image.
Yeah, well, double down on it.
And B, say, hey, holding a sign doesn't mean like you're I'm off scot-free now.
Dude, I feel so out of it on that whole thing. Like, it all happened while I was like...
Plus, also, correct me if I'm wrong, but this shit happened in a country that wasn't the United States, right?
Yeah.
Well, sort of. I mean, isn't France in the United States?
I think they used to be a state or something.
Because when they gave us the Statue of Liberty, didn't we annex them?
No, we bought France in the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah. That's right.
We bought it from Louisiana.
I knew it was something like that.
France, Kentucky.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, there's a mini controversy swirling, both domestic and abroad, for different reasons about the president not going to Paris for that. Because Benjamin Netanyahu showed up, for goodness sake.
Well, they're a little closer. I mean, I don't think Barack not going is...
from Japan showed up. He ain't close.
That's a fair point. Barack not going doesn't bother me so much. Like, Biden or Kerry not going, I think, is kind of even more.
The French ambassador from the U.S. ambassador to France,
the dude that could walk out of his apartment and go went for us.
He may not have known it was going on. We don't know.
He's like,
he may have just walked out of his apartment and went, yes, of course, I'm here for the what is it? The march? Yes.
Yes, je suis.
Je suis Charlie.
Charlie! Woo!
All right, I think we should.
And by the way, Brian, I could be totally wrong on my.
Well, I could too. You know, what's funny is I never really even thought of a meta analysis of it, and I'm looking
I just
at this
assumed
USA
because Charlie
Today.
Hebdo's point is to offend as many people as possible that would be where they would lean, but I could be reading too much into it.
Yeah,
I did see your tweet though today, Brian, and my only question, which I didn't want to put out on Twitter because it was like, you know, Twitter, right?
Yeah.
It's like, was your point that like, should the United States government have reacted with art? Because I feel like the United States reacted with art. Like, I don't know how.
Well,
Much
no.
more-
My point, and also it was, you know, I know it's a delicate and dumb thing to really stake a claim or take a position in a format like Twitter. So I phrased it as a question just to wonder. You know, I think it's a really unfortunate circumstance that the way we handled 9/11 was to fucking just react like a hornet's nest and sting whatever was nearby to go to a poorly thought, you know,
like the government
war. Yeah. But also, I mean, the government acted on behalf of the people, right? There was a sense of rage that the government responded to, and that's why we went to wars. We wanted to punch something, and we found some brown skinned people to punch, and so
we also made a lot of crazy art about it.
Well, yes, I'm not saying that there wasn't art, but what I'm saying is there's no talk of hunting down and killing, bringing justice to the cell, or there's none of that. There's this fucking sense
To the
of
guys who didn't they kill the people who did the thing?
Well, there's
Like,
still the accomplice at large,
right?
that they're
alleged
hunting
accomplice.
down like a.
Here is my point: is the United States squandered an astonishing amount of goodwill and credit in the international community. We wasted it on, you know, killing 250,000 people in a foreign country, and the United States has lost a lot of standing as a result of it.
Well, and the
France-
United States going into Afghanistan was seen as understandable. The United States going into Iraq is where the United States blew a lot of its goodwill.
Correct. And they doubled down, right? Because, you know, everyone was on board with going in to take it out.
What the European interior ministers are now doing is saying, let's surveil and restrict and get the ISPs to remove offensive posts from extremists to help stop these
right.
people.
So what I'm saying is France has
I'm not sure
managed
that's
to
much better.
navigate this in a way that brings consolidation. Like there's nothing but condemnation for what happened in France. Whereas, as if to retroactively justify 9/11, the United States went out and act like an insane imperialist country. Therefore, it's as though they ran to the Middle East and made as many widows as they could, as if they wanted to retroactively cause a recruiting boom in extremist factions. And I think that was a real mistake. And it seems like what France has done has maintained that goodwill. And you know, like if you ask me, what we should have done after 9/11 was just rebuild the towers and go about our
Well, we
business.
still had that goodwill.
It's only been a week and a half. For
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
I mean, yeah.
Also, I think this is more comparable to the Boston Marathon bombings than it is to 9/11.
I
It's
guess
like what, like 8 people have died.
Well,
total?
but there,
12.
Was it
I
it
think.
religiously
Might
motivated?
be 17. Might be up to 17. I can't remember.
Was the and by the way,
You're talking about Paris, Boston.
Yeah, was Boston religiously motivated? Because Paris definitely was, right?
Yeah.
Well,
But-
Tsarnaev is on trial now. I don't know if
they've
that's-
established
that's known.
motivation.
Yeah.
I thought it was a radicalized political movement, but I was busy
an
doing shows.
Islamic-based political movement, though, from what we know. I mean,
Okay.
That could prove to be not true, but that.
Yeah.
He was like, "You want to kill some people or not?" Maybe he was doing it for the Yik Yak.
Man, this is dangerously close to us pretending like we have any idea what we're talking about on a serious issue that's charged. And I don't mean to veer into
I don't
that
know
territory.
shit about dick. I'll let everybody know that like, you know, I will say what I know, but I don't want to pretend like fucking what I have to say is of any fucking importance or interest. Like that's you know my standard. If anybody else thinks that that's interesting, then that's fine. Like, just consider me the braying mule at the edge of town. Like,
Curtis, what I mean by
By the way,
motivation-
speaking of braying mule at the edge of town, I'm sorry, that made me think of the donkey's ass, which is what R. Crumb wrote for a Paris-based magazine when they asked him to do
I love that.
What is
the
it?
cowardly cartoonist.
Yes.
Did you see that, Brian?
No, what is it?
It says the cowardly cartoonist, and it's a dude who's like very nervously holding up a picture, and on top of the picture it says Mohammed's ass, and it has like a dude's hairy ass with a fly flying over it. But then the cartoonist is saying like, "Oh no, that's Mohammed, whatever his last name is.
My friend from California."
Yeah, my friend who's an executive at Paramount Pictures.
Who's our Crumb?
Fucking the
He licks
dude.
the cat.
Oh wow, got it. Yeah, okay, I see it now. Yeah. The motivation to answer
Harry
Curtis.
has some Muhammad. Just kidding.
The motivation only matters, Curtis, insofar as the Boston, as I understand it, the meaning behind the Boston attack was not something that resonated with billions of at a base level. You know, like as I understand it. Muslims find it offensive to have images of Muhammad drawn and shown, and that's something that resonates with billions. Whereas the political agenda of the guy who did the Boston Marathon is not something that resonates with billions. And so that's
but the motivation for the killings in France also does not resonate with millions of Muslims.
No, I'm not saying the killings do. The motivation for it. We are angry.
No, I'm also want to really say what Justin said is like, I don't know nothing about nothing.
Right.
But I also know just from watching some stuff today that the motivation of being offended is not enough to make you want to murder someone. That's not.
Again, I'm not saying that.
So there's no. I know you're not saying that, but I'm just like, if
okay.
I'm
no. All right, here. Let's pretend that some dudes saw Two Girls One Cup, and then they went and killed everyone who made Two Girls One Cup. And we all agree that watching someone eat human shit is not a justifiable cause to kill someone. However, I believe it resonates. Ooh, gross resonates with billions of human beings, right? Whereas somebody going out and killing people because of their radicalized political agenda is not something that resonates with billions of people.
But it's a radicalized political agenda on both sides. I'm not sure that the metaphor works for me personally. And I think what you're saying is, on the one hand, people can go, yeah, what that magazine did made me really angry. But on the other hand, people could say, yeah, what the United States foreign policy is makes me really angry too.
I suspect if we were to take a tally,
reacting to that is something that Brian, you said, if people who want to react, who are very angry with what the United States foreign policy was from 01 to 13, right? Then taking action against its citizenry is something that they were pissed off about this thing, so. Somebody who killed them is supporting that thing that they were angry about. Like the Boston bombers were angry about the foreign policy of America from 01 to 13.
Right. I guess what I'm saying is if you were to tally up, take a vote, take the number of people who are angry with U.S. foreign policy, which is what motivated the attack on Boston, tally that number up, tally the number of people who are offended by seeing images of Mohammed, I'm saying that the number of people offended by images of Mohammed is substantially higher than the people enraged by U.S. foreign policy.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, listen, man,
that's
fucking. I ain't in Bradia. I ain't fucking going door to door and asking, hey, what makes you
Let's
fucking
ask
angry?
Yik Yak.
Fucking some dude.
Political discourse on Yik Yak.
Yeah, some dude writing a cartoon or fucking the Afghanistan and Iraq war. I don't know. And by the way, the fucked up thing about Iraq...
Gatawag says, do you know what offends billions of people that's religiously motivated? Church singer. Looking for a city.
Listen, man, I don't want to fucking get murked by some rando dude fucking running all up in her house. Besides the fact that it had to be 3 dudes at the same time. It'd be coordinated. 3 different cities.
Oh. Wait, what?
If 3 people were going to come in and murder us all, it'd be 3 people. Can't be 1 person. We live in 3 different cities.
Hashtag join the conversation. And ordered by Cowgirl Curtis.
Yeah, dude. The fucked up thing about the Iraq war too is that that was the only one in which we the United States had done something super fucked up, like to the people prior. Like what we did in 91 with the Iraq war of like telling the Iraqi citizenry to rise up and fucking murder Saddam and then being like, oops, deuces, we're out.
We're like, that was just a suggestion. Hope you guys follow through on it. Peace out.
Yeah, awkward.
You have your assignments.
So it's like that as fucked up as the justification for the second Iraq war was, like, at least that time we like followed through with what we had kind of promised to do, as opposed to just leaving our allies to die and be slaughtered for a decade and their families to be punished.
Yeah, man. I remember Bonnie's parents or Bonnie's dad saying like, I saw on the news that since the liberation of Iraq, the infant mortality rate has gone down substantially. And I said, how's the adult mortality rate doing? Political humor with your father-in-law.
Good times.
All right. Well, now that we fucking, I was gonna say something really offensive.
I mean, here's the funny thing. Here's the funniest thing is that, like, I feel like the three of us all have a very concerted interest in world events and like foreign policy and stuff like that.
Sure.
More so than average people. Like, I think like we spend our free time concerned, like, reading about it. Like, and not to say that we're fucking scholars, not to say that we fucking know.
What's funny is we know enough to know that we know nothing, right?
We take an interest in it. Yeah.
Yeah, we take an interest in it. And it's like the first thing that we all know is like, just don't pretend like you know some shit. Like, just don't act like fucking that we are sitting here in Oakland, LA, and Austin, and we know the fucking hearts and minds of people across the world. You know, it's like all we know is what we see through the telephone game of like at least 4 major gatekeepers, let alone, everybody's personal interest, you know? And like at the end of the day, if any of us make a wild, gigantic pronouncements, we should all be told that we're fucking idiots.
That's a wild, gigantic pronouncement, Justin.
Fair point.
Oh,
now I feel like I'm the idiot because that was also a wild, gigantic.
I hereby propose that we adjourn for the evening.
Motion seconded.
The order of
I
the motion that is passed. So now, as per our ancient charter, we will close with our
kiss.
We'll close with our where's history? Oh man, I was gonna say let's close with our traditional ending anthem, and I was gonna play whatever. That's the whatever. Fuck it. We shall close with Kraftwerk.
So why are so many people so much more willing to stand my Islamophobia? That bugs me. Like, is he like angry that more people aren't mad about his Islamophobia? Curtis, what's shaking? Oh, by the way, Curtis, I'm in New York Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'll holler at you.
Yeah.
Holler at you, boy.
All right, bye, guys. Take care. The Jamaican airline button. Love you guys. Peace. Bye.